Hi guys, it's Marissa here from Little House Living. Today I needed to pull out the kids' clothes and go through them for a couple of different reasons. I keep our kids' clothes, I buy them in advance so we have them for the next year, and then I store everything in their closets. But today is just a day where I need to go through all the totes that I have and see what we've got and make kind of an inventory list. And then I also want to show you how we never pay full price for kids' clothes and where I get them from, some of the prices that I pay, and yeah, I just want to show you all of that today. So come along with me and dive into this big mess that I moved into my dining room. And I will show you what I do with our kids' clothes to prepare them in advance. Okay, before I get into a specific box and the stuff that's in it, I'm just going to show you what we've got here, besides a mess, and kind of show you how I organize things. So as you can see, I've got these big totes, and this is what I store the clothes in. I find that it usually works better in these kind of larger Rubbermaid totes than the smaller ones. Those don't tend to hold very much, especially since I also buy shoes and stuff, so everything has to go in there. Occasionally I can fit a summer box in one of these smaller totes, and I think that that's what these are because the clothes are smaller, shoes are smaller, don't need winter coats, but otherwise I really like to find these big ones, and I prefer the Rubbermaids. I can see I've got one here that's not Rubbermaid, but these totes I have had forever, just for at least 10 years, I think. They last forever, they've moved with us well, and they can get reused over and over. So that's what I used to store the clothes in. So how I organize the clothes is we store them by size and by season. So right now, what I have out here, this mess, and these ones over here, this is summer and winter for the next two seasons. So this upcoming summer, I have their clothes for, and then winter. And then I also have another box that I started with the next size bigger. So I'm sure that most parents know this, but you kind of have a pretty good idea of what size your kids, like how fast they're growing and what sizes they're going to be in, or at least to be able to make your best guess. And basically that's what I do when I put together these totes. So like, for example, I know right now, my daughter is in size 5 in winter clothes, and she's going to be wearing size 5 in summer clothes as well. We won't be outgrowing that, but by next winter, she's definitely going to be moving into a size 6, just based off of how she grows. And so any winter clothes I store for her need to be size 6, and I think that's what's down there. And then for my boys, they are in pretty much actually in the same size right now. I think both of them are going to be wearing size 7 this summer, and then my younger boy will be wearing size 7 through the winter, and my older boy will be able to move up to size 8, I think, by this winter. And so then anything larger than that I have stored in a tote together. So those, I only separate the seasons of like the very next upcoming seasons and sizes. Beyond that, so like I have 7s and 8s here. Anything that I'm storing beyond those sizes are just gonna all go in a tote together. I don't need to separate them out yet, just because we're just not quite there. Okay, so by now, after seeing this big mess, you might be wondering why I sort this all out like this and why I have so much clothes put away and stored. It's not because I am preparing to like not be able to buy them at the store or anything like that. It is just because we do not buy our kids' clothes at full price. And that's not to say that we don't buy new clothes, because we definitely do, and I'll show you some of that here in a minute. But it's because I don't want to have to pay full price for anything. So if I'm buying the clothes in advance and I know what size they need and in what season, and what I have left that they still need to fill out that season, then I can be able to make better decisions when I go to the thrift store, or when I go to rummage sales, or when I see things on clearance or things like that. So it just helps me be a better decision maker. So what I've done up to this point is keep a list. And in that list, I have what I need to kind of round out their wardrobe for that season. So today I have a little notebook. And instead of making my list of what they need still, I'm just going to make a list of what is inside each tote so I know. I am planning a thrift. I've been doing thrifting about once a month, and we're going into rummage sale season here. So I want to have this list and know what I have versus what I need now. I think it's just going to help my brain a little bit better. I do have a kind of minimalist kids clothes list that I base all of these decisions off of. And then, so I have this list of like, I like that they have at least 7 shirts and at least 7 pairs of pants in each size and each season. That's worked really good for kind of the bare minimum of what we need. I don't like to go too far over that, but at the same time, my kids are super, super hard on their clothes. So if we start out the summer with only 7 shirts, they'll be running around naked by the end of the summer because we don't have any clothes left. They're torn or they're just dirty or complete trash. So what I've been doing is actually buying a little bit more than that minimum lately, which is fine because, like I said, I'm not paying full price for anything, so we're not stretching the budget by any means to buy these things, but I have been buying more than that. And then what I do is I don't get everything out at the beginning of the season. I save some things back for the second half of the season, basically, and they can wear those after they've completely exhausted what I had bought for them at the beginning of the season. So that's kind of how it's been going lately. Shoes, I'm really trying to only buy what they need for the season and not have to do this double up thing with shoes because they're just so expensive. So we usually have a pair of shoes that we wear to town and pairs of shoes that we wear at home. So at least they're not trashing their shoes that they wear to town. So that's kind of how we've done that. But I will link that minimalist kids clothing blog post below so you can check it out. But like I said, as of lately, that's kind of my minimum line where of things that I get because the kids are just so hard on their clothes. So, okay, I'm gonna dive into what my daughter has first because I have a big mess here that I need to put away that's hers. We just acquired a whole bunch of more things that are gonna go in her boxes for later years, but first I need to get through her summer things, and I'm just gonna show you a couple things first, and then I'm gonna go through the box and write down on my list everything that she's got in here so that when I go thrifting next month again, and when rummage sale season starts, I can make better decisions on what I still need to buy for her for this upcoming summer season. As I don't think you can see out the door, but we still have snow on the ground, so we're not quite ready to get the summer stuff out yet, but I do need to make sure that we're ready when that time comes if I happen to find good deals on things. So I'll show you a couple things that she's got in here. This is, let's see, this is winter, I'll show you. So I did find her some socks, and my kids don't wear a ton of socks in the summer, but we found a bunch of socks a couple weeks ago on clearance. And so we paid $4 for 10 pairs, which seemed like a really good deal. I actually bought 2 packs of these, and they are all the way up to size 4 for the shoes. So I'm gonna put one in her upcoming box, and you can see we've already gotten out some that she needed right now. So I'll put these actually in the summer box because we've already gotten out some of these, and I'll put these in her next winter box because by the time that rolls around, these will all have holes in them anyway. So, but that was a really good deal. We got those on clearance. And there was a couple things. So I recently, I recently got this big bag of clothes. Someone had listed it on Facebook Marketplace, and it just said that it was a huge bag of girls' clothes size 5 and 6. Most of it was size 6, so I'll be putting that away for later, but there was a couple things in there that were size 5. There's a little shirt here and a little pair of jammies, and I think that
I've actually already gotten out a couple things for her that were in size 5, which is her current size. So I paid $10 for this one huge like kitchen garbage bag size of clothes. And there was a couple of things in there that had some holes and just needed thrown away. But for the most part, we got a ton of clothes for her, mostly for next year, but it was a really good deal. And the stuff that I kept is in really good shape. So like she has tons of clothes and we paid, I don't know, maybe about 50 cents a piece of clothing. So that was super cheap, and that needs to go in her box. So as far as shoes go, my kids always have a pair of mud boots or rain boots or whatever you want to call them. I have those coming. Actually, I don't have them yet, but I did just order them. My sister found a sale on some boots on Zulily, which I don't normally order from, but she said it was a really good deal for them. So I ordered the kids their mud boots for the whole summer. So I don't have those yet, but we usually have a pair of mud boots, a pair of sandals, like hiking sandals, so closed-toed, something that stays on really good, and a pair of slip-on shoes for summer. And that is all the shoes that my kids have for summer. I like to do about 3 pairs of shoes at a time because they're just so expensive. So last year my kids got really into wearing Crocs for their slip-on shoes for summer. They just liked how easy they were. They just flipped this thing up and used them as their slip-on shoes for around the house. But Crocs are super, super expensive. So I ended up finding these. They were at Walmart and the regular price was $9 on them, but they were on clearance for $3. So I got these for her, and then I got pairs for my boys too. And for $3, they can wear their Crocs all summer long. It's fine with me. So we got those, and then like I said, I have their boots coming, and then somewhere in here should be her sandals, and I'll show you those. I know one of them fell out somewhere, so I'll have to look for it in a little bit, but I'll show you those and show you where I got them from. Okay, so obviously I do have some new things in each of their boxes, and I haven't even taken them out of the packaging yet, which I need to do. But let's see, this is a pair of jammies, and it's Carter's brand. And this is also Carter's brand, but I remember that this one came from Sam's Club. And I think it was on sale, I want to say last fall, so it was the summer stuff that was all on clearance, and the little outfits were $4. So for a shirt and a pair of shorts that came with, that was super cheap for little outfits. And this is pretty cute that she can wear. So I do try to do a lot of clearance shopping when I can. I don't count on clearance shopping, and it's just like thrift store shopping. Like, you never know what you're gonna find, and you never know if you're gonna find something in your child's size either. But sometimes you can get lucky and find things like this where it's just super cheap. I'm not sure what the regular price of this was at Sam's. It's got the little $30 sticker on here, which it wasn't $30 at Sam's Club. But it wasn't $4 regular price, and that's definitely a good deal for an entire outfit. And then these jammies, I cannot remember how much I paid for these, but a lot of the pajamas that I get for the kids, I get usually on Black Friday. I know that there's a lot of people that don't shop on Black Friday, and I don't shop in the store on Black Friday, but I do shop online, and I only shop for the things that I know that the kids need. I'll use my list of stuff that I know that they need, and then for jammies, I used to like to pay $5 and under per pair. That seems to be really difficult, like in the last year, to find jammies for that price. So I've got up to like $7 and then under per pair. So I know this is 2 pairs of jammies. So I know I didn't pay over $14 for this, just because that's kind of my baseline for pajamas for the kids. But yeah, jammies seems to be one of the things that's really hard to find used at the thrift store. And if you can find them at the thrift store, they're usually not in a set together. So sometimes I have to buy them new like this, but that's okay as long as I kind of stick to my price for that. And jammies are one of the things where my kids actually don't trash them because they're just wearing them to sleep. So I usually get 7 pairs, enough for a full week. And that kind of helps if I don't do laundry all the time, or somebody goes and spend the nights at grandma's or something like that, or if we're on the road or camping or something. 7 pairs seems to be like a really good number for us. We could probably get by with a little bit less, but I feel really comfortable with 7. So anyway, 7 is what I stick to with jammies for each of the kids for each season. So I'll put that back in here and dig something else out. So I have a whole bunch of outfits in here. I'm pretty sure these were all from a rummage sale. We've got some cute little summer dresses that she's gonna love, and just cute little things like this. And these, when I buy her little dresses, I usually don't pay more than $1. I think this one for sure came from a thrift store. This one I think was from a rummage sale that we went to last fall. Looks like I actually did find a pair of jammies. This is from a rummage sale last fall too. I'm pretty sure there was a rummage sale that I went to last fall. I did not have very much luck last year at all with rummage sales, except for this one sale. And they had a ton of girls' clothes, and I'm pretty sure it was all marked $1 or 50 cents. It was super cheap. So I got her a whole bunch of stuff for this summer at that rummage sale. So that was a really good deal. Just all kinds of little things like this. Okay, just a couple more things in her box, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go through it and make my list. I found her shoes in here. They're not the cutest shoes ever. This is actually a pair I had left from the boys, which almost never happens. But these are the type of sandals that I buy the kids for summer. We like to have a nice closed-toed sandal. And this is what they usually will wear to town, unless they really want to wear their slip-on shoes. But after maybe about a month, these are not in super good shape anymore. And last year we lost them down the river while we were swimming. So that's fun. So anyway, but these are the type of sandals that I like to buy them for summer. I love to try to get Keens when I can, but I will not pay more than $5 for them. Keens can be super, super expensive, and I just don't have money for my kids to wear those shoes and trash them. So I know these I had for the boys, and I'm pretty sure I actually bought them from an online thrift store, and I will link some of that in the description box too, because I've made a list of some of the online used like thrift store type shops that I have bought stuff at. But that's where these came from, and so these actually should fit her this summer. I think they're a 12. Yeah. So that's what she's got for her wear to town shoes, and like I said, they're not super pretty, they're not cute and pink and whatever, but they will function and they will match things, and that's what matters. So we're gonna do those. And then I pulled out a couple more things from her box. I did get her a couple dresses on clearance. This would have been from like a Black Friday sale, so it's not the deals that are actually on the Black Friday sale, but often the websites that are having some kind of Black Friday sale just have like an overall coupon code, and so I use that on the clearance stuff that they already have. So it's a really good place to find, a really good way to find summer stuff on clearance. So this was marked, I'm not sure, oh, I ripped the tag off. This was marked $20, it looks like, regular price, and this is from Children's Place. But I know I paid less than $5 for it after all the coupon codes, so she will love wearing this to town. And then swimsuits, I always buy swimsuits in advance because they're super expensive if you have to pay full price for them. And I love to get them at Costco, which I don't get to go to very often. So this is her swimsuit for this summer, and it is a 6, but I always feel like swimsuits, like, they just fit super tight, so one size up seems to be really good for us. But I really like these ones that are the set that have the little shirt and the little bottom, and then my kids like the hats too. So I bought this at Costco, and it was end of last summer clearance. So I think I paid $10 for their swimsuits, which is a little higher than some of my other things, but they just have one swimsuit and they wear it all summer. They wear it to the lake, they wear it to the pool. I just buy one because it lasts just fine all summer. So that is her little swimsuit for this summer, and it didn't cost us too much, and she gets a really cute brand new little swimsuit for summer. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go through her box now and make a list so I can write down everything that she has, so I can tell if there's any gaps in her summer clothes and what I might need to get if I find some kids. Okay, I've just finished going through my daughter's box. It took all of 2 minutes to do it. And I can see we're pretty good on everything that she needs except for these little bike shorts. I like these for them to wear under dresses. And we have lots of dresses here, but we have one pair of bike shorts. So bike shorts needs to be added to my list of something that we need to get still for this summer. Hopefully I can find some, since summer stuff isn't really on sale right now. But I am going to the thrift store soon, so I will look for those. And then extra bonus, when I was going through her box, I found this pair of super cute shoes that she'll be so excited about that she doesn't have to wear brother's hand-me-downs. And I can pass those on to my sister's kids instead. So yeah, I found this cute pair of shoes in size 12. I'm trying to remember where I got them, and I think actually someone gave these to us. So they're really nice and they look hardly worn, and they're Keens and they're in her size. So she'll be excited that she gets pink shoes this summer. And then the other thing I found when I was going through her box was this jacket. I really, really like these Columbia like fleecy type sweaters. They like to wear them in the summer, especially like when we're camping and stuff. And then they also wear them in the winter, like in the car and stuff. So they're not wearing their big snow coats in the car, but I cannot afford these brand new. So this one I know that I found at a thrift store, and I usually pay $5 and under for these sweaters when I find them at a thrift store. So I'll show you a couple more when we get to the boys' clothes and what I just paid for those, because I actually just found a whole bunch of them. But this is her cute little jacket for summer. So she is pretty much set to go. She's got all of the shoes that she needs and all of the clothes that she needs except for bike shorts, which is awesome. I don't have to buy anything full price this year unless we absolutely cannot find any of the bike shorts. But since we still have time until it's summer, I can try to find those or see if someone has some hand-me-downs or some for sale. So that finishes her box for this summer. Okay, I'm just gonna show you guys this instead of going through it all. I actually do not have a box started for my daughter for winter yet. I do have this box, which was the stuff that is size 6 that I've started saving for her. And then I recently got a whole bunch more size 6 stuff, and that is here. And there was actually some size 6 stuff in her summer box, but this won't fit her this year. This will be for next summer, so I needed to pull that out anyway. But besides these couple new things, this entire pile here, which there's a ton of clothes here. This is all from that bag that I paid $10 for. So that's how I got a large portion of these clothes. And this side is some summer stuff in size 6, or most of it should be anyway. And then this side is winter stuff in size 6. So I'm going to go ahead and just probably put that all in this big tote for now and not separate it out. But I am going to start making a list because I want to work on some of this winter stuff while things are on clearance. And then I was going to show you this. I'm not holding my camera super nice. This pair of snow pants, these are in size 6. These will be for her for next winter. They were in that bag that I got for $10. And they're in really good shape still, so those will be perfect. And then I just bought this coat for her at a thrift store for next winter. And it says size 7, but it doesn't look that big. This cost me $3 at the thrift store. So she is already good to go on her snow clothes for next year. And then I found snow boots for her when I went to Walmart the other day, and these were on clearance for $15, which is a little bit high for what I normally pay, but they look really nice. So I just didn't want to have to pay full price for something. So these should fit her next winter, and I'll stick those in that box as well. Okay, so I just finished the size 6 clothes for my daughter, and this is a big tote, but it is 6 summer and winter. So this will be for this coming winter and then the summer after. I have to say that winter we are in pretty good shape with. We have a ton of stuff actually. I found 2 pairs of boots in size 12. There was one from a thrift store, and then those ones I got from Walmart, which is okay because we can always pass it along if it doesn't fit her. We have that coat and snow pants that I showed you that all came from that bag of stuff that I got in the thrift store. And then there were 2 little jackets, which are perfect for the car. And 2 is great because they tend to lose those or leave them in a car and then can't find them. There were 6 pairs of PJs, so she could maybe use, you know, another set of or 2 of PJs for winter. And then there was a ton of pants in here, 14 pairs of pants and 13 tops. And almost all of that was from that big bag of clothes that I got for $10. So, and then I just forgot to write these down, but I did find a pair of tennis shoes in here. I've just got these at a thrift store a couple weeks ago for $1.99. You can't see that, it doesn't want to focus. They're like in excellent condition, but she'll have those for winter. And then she'll have her boots. So in winter, we do 3 pairs of shoes. Also, they've got a pair of tennis shoes and a pair of snow boots, and usually a pair of shoes that can be worn to church or to town or whatever, although usually they wear their tennis shoes to church. So she's totally good to go on shoes, except maybe something to wear to church. She's good to go on clothes, except for a couple pairs of pajamas. Otherwise, I think she's pretty much set to go. Her entire winter wardrobe, if I had to take a guess based off of what I got, cost me, let's see, well, I did pay $15 for those boots, so that's going to be the most expensive. Her snow outfit was about $4, and then the rest of this, like I said, most of it just came from that box, so maybe about $25 to $30 is her whole winter wardrobe, including shoes. So I don't think that's too bad to pay for really nice stuff for the winter. Yeah, that was pretty good. So I finished her clothes now, and I'm moving on to the boys' clothes, and I've got them open for you. I'm not going to go through the whole thing like I did with hers because a lot of it is going to be repeats. But I'm going to start on the summer stuff because that's the next upcoming season. So we've got a lot of the same things here. So like the swimsuit, we've already needed the swim trunks, so we already took those off. But swimsuit came from Costco end of the year clearance for $10. The boys got some Crocs too. These are the ones that I paid like $3 for at Walmart. Those will be their slip-on shoes for summer. They have a pair of tennis shoes right now that they're wearing, but I guess we don't really wear tennis shoes in the summer. And like I said, the mud boots are on their way, so we should get those soon. And then a lot of this is like, this was Kohl's Black Friday, you know, super clearance stuff. I usually don't, like if I'm buying something new like this, I won't pay over, definitely not over $5. So if I can get it for under that, and usually like these shirts and stuff, I'll get for maybe like $3. sometimes even $2 on clearance when you use the coupon codes and stuff for Black Friday. And then he actually has some stuff that was like hand-me-down stuff. So that will help us a lot this summer. We have a cousin that hands us some stuff down when we're able to get it. And then there's jammies in here. Again, I use my buy price of not paying more than, well, if it's a full outfit, I won't pay more than $7. That is a top and a bottom. Okay, so I'm making pretty good progress on this, but I just wanted to jump in here with another video and show you a couple more things and tell you a couple more things. So I did finish the size 7 for summer for my middle son. So he's got everything he needed. I don't think there's anything on his list that he needs more of, so we're good to go there. I'm just gonna pack that away. So then I started, just move this tote here. I started working on his winter clothes, which he's also pretty good on, minus I think a few pajamas that we still need. So I've got stuff in there. I did want to mention, so one of the things that I always have for the kids, so for my daughter, I've got some little dresses that I always keep, like at least two dresses that I keep for nicer, and she wears those to church. And then for my boys, they have several, a couple pairs of jeans with their winter stuff. Usually they just wear shorts in the summer, but I have like these button-down shirts, and that's what they wear for church. These I always can find super cheap on clearance. I'm not sure where this particular one came from, but as I was looking through here, I was remembering, so like this one came from Once Upon a Child. That's their sticker. I like to go in when they have their clearance sales, so I think I paid 60 cents for this. I think that's what the clearance prices were. So you can always usually find these button-down tops, and they just pair that with like a pair of jeans like this, and that's their church outfit. So, and these jeans, by the way, I found on clearance at Sam's Club for $5, which is amazing for boys' jeans. So that's what we do for their church clothes. And for the boys, they just wear their tennis shoes. And then for my daughter, she usually has like a little pair of nicer sandals that she wears for her church shoes. So that is that. Move that back there. Okay, I have this disaster on the floor, but I want to show you this. So I'm starting with the boys' winter stuff for next year. And I went to thrift store shopping a couple last week. And I really hit the jackpot on this stuff. So I found snow pants for both my boys. And honestly, these don't even look like they've been worn. This is a nice pair. This is Swiss Tech brand, and this pair is Columbia's. I don't think they've ever been worn, but they will be perfect for them for next winter. And I really like that they have, this extra cinch on the waist. That'll help keep them up, because we don't usually do snow pants, we do the bibs, but that made me feel comfortable with buying them. And I think this pair was $7, and this pair was either $3 or $4. So that was a super good deal. So they are totally set to go on their snow pants for next winter, which is awesome. And then these coats, they are brand new. I have the tags on them somewhere. But my mom actually found these at a thrift store for the boys for next winter. And I want to say that one of them was $2 and the other one was $4. I can't remember, but they were definitely not more than $4. So they got their whole winter outfit for about $10, which is amazing, because there was one year where I did have to buy new snow clothes and it was not fun. And they ripped holes through them almost immediately anyway, so that wasn't worth it. But anyway, I wanted to show you those because that's just some thrift store finds. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm going through the clothes now, because there's a consignment store that I really love going to, and that's where I got these snow pants from. And they've just started marking down all of their winter stuff because they do things seasonally. So when I go back up there in a month, I want to make sure that there's no more of this winter stuff that I need, just so we can check. And then they had a bunch of hoodies for the boys on clearance too. Like here's a Under Armour one, and this is a Realtree, and they were $4 for the hoodies. And these hoodies are like, they're in excellent condition. They were hardly worn, if they were worn, because you can tell by the sleeves. So those will be awesome for them for next year too. I'm really excited I found those. This is a little jacket from Old Navy that also looks like it's brand new. So I think that one was only like $2. It was super cheap. This was awesome. This is the first time I've ever loaded an entire cart full at a thrift store. So that was sweet. And then in this bag, this is a little bit bigger, so it'll be for a future year. Oh, there's some toys in here. This is an Arctic Cat brand snowsuit. So a lot of people use these for like snowmobiling or whatever. But it is super heavy duty and well built. I paid $10 for this, and it is the jacket and the snow pants. And when I looked it up after I left the thrift store, they sell these for $300 on their website, which is insane. So that one won't be for next year, it'll be for a future year, but the deal was way too good to pass up. So I grabbed that when I could. So now I'm working on, let's see, this is size 8. This is for one of my boys for next year. For summer. So I'm just making piles of the jammies and the shorts and the shirts, and there's way too many shirts in here, so I gotta go through this. But same thing for this, I just wanted to point out, so I have like these button down, these ones are t-shirt ones, and they'll put that with a nice pair of shorts, and that's what they'll wear to church in the summer. It's just really easy, it's comfortable for the kids. And then one other thing that I wanted to mention was my kids are special sizes. My oldest has some medical issues, and so he's really small, which is another reason why my boys are in the same size and we can't do hand-me-downs. But whenever I have to look for pants for them, shorts are not quite as bad. As long as I get like ones with a drawstring, we can usually do pretty good. And actually we usually size down on the shorts just because we can. But I do have to find jeans that are either slims or have the things on the inside to be able to cinch them tighter, like this. So I just wanted to point that out because it is definitely possible to be able to find those special sizes at the thrift store and on clearance. So if you have a kid that is a little bit different sized versus the average, just know that you can definitely find those things too. So I am going to keep going here and try to get this finished up, and then I will talk to you again when I've got this all back in the boxes and put away. Okay guys, so I have finally finished going through all of the clothes. You can see them here behind me. I got them all boxed back up again. We have clothes almost totally set to go for the summer and for next winter, which is awesome. That means I can start finding things for the following year, and we already have some stuff for that year too. And then I went ahead and I have a whole box down here that is stuff that is too big to fit in any of them, but it's mostly coats and snow pants. So that's really cool. That will save a lot because those are such an expensive part of kids' clothes. And then I have another tote over here of stuff that I cleaned out that I didn't know that I still had, which was stuff that was too small for any of the kids. So that will go to cousins and we can get it out of the house. And then the rest of this stuff will go back up in the closet. And I've got my notebook here that's got everything in it that is in each of these totes. So the next time that I go to the thrift store, I can just pull this out of my purse and see what I need to find when I'm at the thrift store, or better yet, I may just actually go through this and make a list of like the most needed stuff. Like there was some things for this summer that we still needed, very few, but there was a couple things. So I'll kind of maybe make like a priority list. And then for anything else, if I find something that's a good deal, I can just check it on my list to see if I already have it or if we already have enough of those. So that will make it really easy for me for shopping in the future. And like I said, so this is how we do our kids' clothes. It saves us a ton of money because I can get things when they're on clearance, I can get things when they're on sale, I can find things at the thrift store, I can find things at rummage sales, and I don't overbuy because I know what I already have, because I always keep some kind of list. This is the first time I've actually kept a notebook that will fit in my purse, which will be helpful instead of just on a piece of paper. But I always keep some kind of list, so that way when I do go shopping, I know what I still need or what I don't need, so we're not overbuying things. And then same goes for shopping online too. I can just pull out my list, and if we already have it, then I don't need to add any more to our clothing collection. But this is just, it's just security for us. We have clothes for the kids. I don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, seasons are changing, we need to go to the store and buy you some new things and then have to pay full price for those things, or just the sale price or something, which usually isn't that good of a deal either. I can wait until I find really super good deals, like when Black Friday, or like lots of stuff at the thrift store lately. But so that is how we do our clothes shopping, and that's how I store clothes and have clothes for the kids for later. I hope that this video was helpful and not too disjointed for you, but if you have any questions, just be sure and leave them in the comment section below, and I will try to help you out. Hopefully this gives you some ideas on how to save money on your kids' clothes. I know that it can be a huge part of your budget, but it doesn't necessarily have to be if you shop smart. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.